Welcome to the All About Auburn podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to go over my SEC East power rankings going into the 2021 season. Coming in at number 7, the Vanderbilt Commodores. So Vandy loses Derek Mason to Auburn. We hired him as a defensive coordinator. They have a good young quarterback, but they lose probably the most talented running back in Keon Brooks to the transfer portal. I don't think he's made a decision where he's going to go yet. But that's a big hit, and I'm not a big fan of their talent overall, especially competing in the SEC East. Number 6, we have the Tennessee Volunteers. So unless you've just been living under a rock, I'm sure you've heard all the Tennessee scandals and all the stuff going on. I think it's going to get worse before it gets any better. They lose a ton to the transfer portal. I'm not sold on what they have coming back, which they really don't have a lot coming back, period. So I have to have them at number 6. I probably would put them at number 7, but they had a decent recruiting class this year, so maybe some of the young talent can kind of help them. Number 5, the South Carolina Gamecocks. So they lose Mike Bobo to Auburn as an offensive coordinator. They lost Tracy Rocker. So those are two big hits. I like their quarterback, but kind of like them with Tennessee and Vandy, I'm just not really a fan of a lot of the talent they have coming back. They may prove me wrong, but they're number 5 on my list. At number 4, I have the Florida Gators. Trask's gone. Kadarius Toney's gone. Grimes is gone. Kyle Pitts is gone. They lost a ton. I know a lot of people are going to, want to put them at 2 or 3. But from what they lost and what I think about the teams higher than them in this ranking, I have to put them at 4. I'm not very sold on their defense. They took a big step down from their 2019 season into 21. So they got to get that defense in check, definitely, for the 2021 season. At number 3, I have the Kentucky Wildcats. I think Joey Gatewood may be the starter. He's got a lot of talent. He hasn't looked good in some of his showings, but I think he can be a very competent quarterback. They get Josh Ali back at receiver. He's a very, very good receiver. A lot of talent. They lose a ton on their defense, mainly some of their key players, but they have a very solid foundation on defense. I like some of the young guys they have there. I think they'll be pretty good. And number 2, I have Missouri. So they lose their running back, but they got a ton of talent returning. I like their quarterback, Connor Bazelak, young kid, looks very promising. I think overall what separates them from the teams below them is just the overall talent and the overall solidarity they have. And at number 1, I have the Georgia Bulldogs. They have JT Daniels returning. They started the season with, Stetson Bennett. He looked okay at times, but he was not going to get them where they needed to get or where they wanted to go. So they finally put in JT Daniels, throwing 300 yards games in his sleep. He looks like the real deal. They also have Zamir White that came back, chose not to go to the NFL. They have tons of talent at receiver, tons of talent on the offensive line. Their defense is loaded. They may have the best defense in the SEC this year, again. And those are my 2021 SEC East power rankings. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me where you disagree. I'm sure I'll get plenty of those. And War Damn Eagle.